Hi, my name is Christina Lynch and I'm originally from County Limerick. I'm a materials planner here in the purchasing department at Serosep. I've been working for Serosep for the last 5 years. I started out in customer service and then 2 years ago, as the company grew, an opportunity arose for a materials planner. They could see that I was eager to advance my career, so they identified an apprenticeship diploma programme in supply chain management with the University of Limerick. This means that I could work closely with a manager who was also my mentor for the course. My job is very varied from day to day. There's no 2 days that are the same. I'm responsible for monitoring the MRP for any raw material for production schedules and distribution orders. Serosep are both a manufacturer of its own products such as Histopot, Enteric Bio and Precision reagents, but we also supply a whole host of equipment and consumables which we would supply into hospitals, colleges, laboratories, etc. I would also help deal with any supplier queries, and I would also organise the inbound and logistics freight collections. I would interact with lots of different departments on a daily basis. I would also handle a lot of calls externally from transport companies, suppliers, account managers, customer care personnel. Attention to detail and effective planning are also crucial. We work with suppliers who operate on long lead times, in many cases up to 3 months, so we need to ensure that raw materials are ordered in a timely and accurate manner, otherwise manufacturing could be disrupted. If this happens, it could result in manufacturing lines coming to a halt and customers would experience delays in receiving their orders. This would cause major downtime, disruption and inefficiencies within our business. My most memorable experience working in Serosep was when I was in the customer service department. It was during COVID, in around late 2020. We were distributing COVID testing kits to labs across Ireland who were responsible for all the PCR testing. As you can imagine, there was a huge demand for test kits, but supply levels were very low at the time. We had just received a substantial order for test kits, which we then placed with our supplier in Germany. Due to the urgency of the order and the lack of feasible and reliable air freight routes, back then we decided the best option at the time was to send the order via road freight. However, what we didn't expect to encounter was that the driver of the truck would come the whole way from Germany to Wales, only to end up missing 2 sailings due to 2 different punctures. But this wasn't the end of his problems. The test kits were packed using dry ice, which is considered a hazardous material, and not every sailing is equipped to handle hazardous materials. So when he eventually reached the port in Wales, he was then refused entry onto that particular sailing as it couldn't take that class of goods. As you can imagine, there was panic within the office. We were under major time constraints. The delivery was already a day in transit, and we only had 2 days left in total before all the test kits would become spoilt. We were literally in a race against time. Luckily, one of our senior directors has a family member who was a pilot. She made contact with him, and then he put us in touch with a private chartered airline company who specialise in the transfer of medical organs, a company who were very experienced in these kind of situations. So they knew exactly what needed to be done. The task of organising the changeover from road freight to air freight began quickly. However, the dry ice was still an issue. We were still unable to transport the kits using the dry ice, so ice packs had to be sourced from a local Sainsbury's in the UK in order to make the 30-minute travel time to Dublin. The flight was then met by the sales and marketing director, who then personally delivered the kits into the labs. Talk about needing a plan A, plan B and plan C all at the one time. But this is very typical Serosep, always going that extra mile for their customers, overcoming any obstacles and as and when they meet them. The attitude here is very much, there is never a problem too big that can't be overcome. There's so many great parts for working for Serosep. One is that there's a great sense of community and culture in the company. Serosep do the most fantastic team building days out. We also get to have our birthday day off. That is a great perk. Serosep have been really good to me. They've invested in me to go back to education, to advance my career, and they've always shown confidence and trust in my work. I have to say I'm very grateful for the opportunity Serosep have given me.